Ang tanong, anong trabaho yung gagawin mo kung walang constraints in your health, in your time, and with your money? Today we're going to talk about work. Last Friday, there was a question na binigay sa akin. Ang tanong, anong trabaho yung gagawin mo kung walang constraints in your health, in your time, and with your money? Tapos, nangyari, wala akong masagot. And I think that's top me kasi as a dreamer, palagi ako may idea agad eh. And right now, this is my answer. So, punta mo tayo sa situation. Bakit nga ba ako natanong bigla ng ganun? We have professional development. Professional development meaning we are training yung team members namin. We have the belief na virtual assistants are not just employees or not just contractors, but rather each and every one of us is an owner, a business owner. We are business owners. Yun yung mindset namin as virtual assistants. And we are here para to help pa-enrich ng mga clients namin yung kanilang businesses. Ngayon, babalikan natin yung question. Bakit nga ba ako nasindak? Kasi unang-una, ang ganda ng concept eh. No constraints. Ibig sabihin, wala ka nang iisipin pera. Ibig sabihin, mayaman ka na doon na time. Wala kang iisipin na health. No constraints. Ibig sabihin, wala ka na excuses. Wala kang fears sa situation mo na yun. You have reached yung moment ng life na nandun ka na sa abundance. Yung moment mo na yun is, yun yung moment na meron ka talagang choice. Yun yung moment na yung choice mo is not hindered by anything. And with that, malalaman mo kung ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo. Kung isipin mo lang, wala ka na kasing rason para hindi makuha yung gusto mo. Yun yung situation na yun. So, syempre, nag-isip ako. Tapos, ang naisip ko, meron din naman ako naisip. Meron akong dalawang naisip agad-agad. Siguro gusto kong maging mangingisda. Kasi at that time, meron akong yate. Tapos, I'm nakahiga sa, sand beach. Tapos, nangingisda lang ako. Fishing lang ako habang nasa laot. Sa beach house ko. Diba? Yun yung imagination. Or, ito ba, isa ko pang na-imagine na parang masaya din. I would be a driver. Nagda-drive lang ako, papunta kung saan ko gusto. US, nagda-drive ako sa UK, nagda-drive ako sa Europe. Kasi may kotse ako sa mga countries na yun. So, I'm a driver. Hindi ko feel na gusto ko yun, yung buhay na yun. Looking back kasi, meron akong mga dreams sa buhay. And, at some point ng life ko, nakalimutan ko siya. Pero nung tinanong yung tanong na yun sa akin last week, I looked back dun sa dreams ko. And one of my dreams na I had planned before talaga, and plano ko pa rin siya ngayon, is to be a teacher. Ito yung tunay na sagot ko dun sa tanong na yan. I want to be a teacher, pero hindi yung typical grade 1, grade 2, high school, college professor mong teacher. But rather, I would be a teacher of life. I would be a teacher of life values, perspective. I would be a teacher of life values, habits, and perspective. Yun yung gusto kong maging type ng teacher. Ako yung teacher na magbibigay, or I would be the teacher that imparts what? The capacity to dream. I would be the teacher that would impart the lesson na people can dream, and with their dreams, they can also achieve it. So, ano yung tuturo ko? Dreaming and achieving. Ang foundation kong gustong ituro, ang una kong gustong ituro sa mga tao is yung 7 habits of highly effective people. Yun yung gusto ko maging foundation nila. So, first is yung be proactive. Second would be begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Pang-apat would be think win-win. Seek first to understand, then be understood. Synergize. Pang-pito is sharpen the saw. So, yun yung foundation na gusto kong ituro sa mga tao. Ngayon, tatanungin nyo sa akin, Edge, bakit naman 7 habits yung gusto mong ituro sa kanila? Kaya ko gusto ituro yung 7 habits kasi gusto ko yun yung maging belief system ng mga tao. Maging values nila. And this would also be one of their guides on how to treat other people. Kasi my story back then is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Ito yung isa sa mga books na highly influenced me in my life, and I want to share it to other people. So, that's it. Yung pangalawa kong gustong ituro, kasi meron na ka ng for your belief system. Ito naman is for the education na talaga. And what is it? It's about how to memorize and retain knowledge. How to memorize and retain knowledge? Yes, how to memorize and retain knowledge. Kasi maraming mga nag-aral, maraming mga estudyante na they are struggling to retain knowledge na tinuturo sa kanila. And hindi ko alam, hindi ko alam kung tinuturo ba to sa eskwelahan, pero kung tinuro man siya, hindi ko alam kung tinuturo na to sa schools right now, pero when I was a student, isa to sa lessons na gusto ko, na I wished I learned before. Kasi if students know that they can easily retain knowledge, sinong hindi ma-excite mag-aral? Kasi sobrang dali na lang. Alam mo yung isasagot mo sa quiz, ganyan. Gusto ko lang ipakita sa mga estudyante na while you are studying, hindi mo kailangan maghirap. Hindi mo kailangan mag-suffer dahil hindi mo matandaan yung tinuro sa'yo ng mga teachers mo. And so that they have the time to pursue other things in their life. I want to teach students that they can partake in a lot of knowledge. Maraming ituturo sa kanila buong araw, but they can still retain it all. Kasi kapag na-realize mo yun, na may tinuro sa'yo this morning and the afternoon, and pag-uwi mo sa bahay, you can still remember it, and you can apply it sa buhay mo. Sinong hindi ma-excite mag-aral? Yung feeling na kaya mo, nadadalian ka sa pag-aaral, yun yung dalawa sa top kung gustong maituro. So, bakit nga ba school? Or bakit teacher yung gusto kong maging vocation? Kung yung condition sa buhay ko is perfect. Kung yung condition sa buhay ko, if there are no constraints sa buhay ko, una-una, kasi yung school, I want to talk about schools. Kasi if we realize, 30 years old na ako ngayon. And kung bibilangin ko, more than half ng buhay ko, I spent it at schools. I learned a lot there. Dun ko na-build yung mga values ko. Dun ako nakakilala ng mga kaibigan. Dun ako natutong magmahal. Mas marami pa akong time na na-spend na nasa school ako kesa sa kasama ko yung pamilya ko. Kung isipin natin, kung nag-start tayo as 5 years old sa kindergarten, tapos graduate tayo ng 22 sa college, tapos kunyari, lawyer ka, doktor ka, or nag-MS ka, may plus 4, plus 6, plus 2 years ka pa. So, more than 22 years na. So, kung isipin natin, more than talaga half ng buhay natin nasa eskwelahan tayo. And we are highly influenced sa mga natututunan natin doon. Pero anong mangyayari after graduation? Madalas, yung mga graduate ngayon, paglabas mo ng eskwelahan, magtatrabaho ka. Pero pag nagtatrabaho ka, bad trip ka, kasi hindi ka sumasahod ng maayos. Bad trip ka kasi yung mga katrabaho mo o yung boss mo, hindi mo sila maintindihan, no? Kung ano-anong ginagawa nila. Ito pa, pagkalabas mo ng school, may karamihan, no? Hindi naman pinagpapalang merong nahanap na nagmamahal sa atin habang nasa school tayo. So, katulad ko, single ka pa rin pag labas mo ng school. So, you spend a lot of time sa school, pero at the end of the day, you are still seeking for something. And you are not fulfilled at that moment. Yun yung mga typical situations paglabas mo ng eskwelahan. Kasi doon mo palang makikita yung realidad ng mundo. Yung gusto nilang i-feed sa atin na ganito yung mundo, ganito yung sistema, ganito yung this is how things work here. Sumunod ka lang, ganito talaga yun. And I don't want that. I want them to believe that as a human, we have an unlimited potential na they can do everything they want. And gusto ko paglabas nila ng eskwelahan or while they are at the school, they live na they are hopeful, they are thinking critically na and ready to prove to the world na pwede nilang i-pursue yung dreams nila and they can achieve it. I believe kasi na being a teacher is one of the most significant roles a person can do. Even Jesus himself, no? He is also a teacher. He is considered one of the greatest teachers that ever existed. And believe na believe ako sa mga teachers kasi I also believe na yung mga parents natin, they are also our first teachers in this world. Na yung parents natin, they are the first teachers in this world. Now, right now, at this moment, gusto ko lang tanong yung mga nanonood. Gusto ko kayong tanungin, how do you value your teachers? Remember a lesson? Or do you value a lesson that they have imparted on you? Actually, gusto ko rin tanongin yung gobyerno natin. How do you value our teachers? Pinapasahod niyo ba sila ng tama? Meron ba silang benepisyo? Kasi sila yung leaders ng mga future leaders natin ngayon. Sila kasi nagtuturo. Are we giving them enough? Ngayon, babalikan natin yung tanong ulit na kung wala kang constraints yung buhay mo, money, health, time, anong trabaho ang gagawin mo? And for my final question and challenge sa ating lahat, no? I want you to think again, just like me, kung ano yung gagawin mo, trabaho, kung wala kang constraint sa buhay. Walang constraint sa pera, walang constraint sa health, walang constraint sa time. Ano trabaho yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo? Kasi gusto kong malaman mo o ma-realize mo kung anong klase kang tao. Ma-realize mo kung sino ka ba talaga at kung anong gusto mo sa buhay mo. So, I'm Edge, and sa mga people na resonated with this, just subscribe. Peace out.